play is memory. Being a memory play, it is dimly lighted, it is sentimental, it is not realistic. In memory, everything seems to happen to music. That explains the fiddle and the wings. I'm the narrator of this play and also a character in it. The other characters are my mother, Amanda, my sister, Laura, and a gentleman caller who appears in the final scenes. He is the most realistic character in the play, being an emissary from a world of reality that we were somehow set apart from. But since I have a poet's weakness for symbols, I am using this character also as a symbol. He is the long-delayed but always expected something that we live for. There is a fifth character in the play who doesn't appear except in this larger-than-life-size photograph over the mantel. This is our father, who left us a long time ago. He was a telephone man who fell in love with long distances. He gave up his job with the telephone company, skipped the light fantastic out of town. The last we heard of him was a picture postcard from Mazatlan on the Pacific coast of Mexico containing a message of 2 words, hello, goodbye, and no address. I think the rest of the play will explain itself.
So what are we going to do the rest of our lives? Stay home and watch the parade go by? Amuse ourselves with the Glass Menagerie, darling? Entertain ourselves with those worn-out phonograph records your father left as a painful reminder of him? We won't have a business career. We've given that up because it gave us nervous indigestion. What is there left but dependency all our lives? I know so well what becomes of unmarried women who are not prepared to occupy a position. I have seen such pitiful cases in the South. Barely tolerated spinsters living upon the grudging patronage of sister's husband or brother's wife, stuck away in some little mousetrap of a room, encouraged by one in-law to visit another. Little bird-like women without any nest, eating the crust of humility all their life. Is that the future that you've mapped out for yourself? I swear it's the only alternative I can think of. It isn't a very pleasant alternative, is it? Of course, some girls do marry.
Late that winter and in the early spring, realizing that extra money would be needed to properly feather the nest and plume the bird, she conducted a vigorous campaign on the telephone, roping in subscribers to one of those magazines for matrons called the Homemaker's Companion, the type of journal that features the serialized sublimations of ladies of letters who think in terms of delicate cup-like breasts, slim, tapering waists, rich, creamy thighs, eyes like wood smoke in autumn, fingers that soothe and caress like strains of music, bodies as powerful as Etruscan sculpture. Mother. I apologize, Mother. I'm sorry for what I've said. For everything I said, I didn't mean it.
My devotion has made me a witch, and so I make myself hateful to my children.
No, you don't.
I worry so much. I don't sleep. It makes me nervous.
I understand that.
I have had to put up a solitary battle all these years. but you are my right-hand bower. Don't fall down. Don't fail.
I try, Mother.
Try and you will succeed. Why, you're just full of natural endowments, both my children. They're unusual children. Don't you think I know it? I'm so proud, happy, and I feel I have so much to be thankful for, but promise me one thing, son.
What, Mother?
Promise me, son, you'll never become a drunkard. A few days ago, I came in and Laura was crying.
What about?
You?
Me.
She has an idea you're not happy here.
What gave her that idea?
Or what gives her any idea? However, you do act strangely. I'm not criticizing, understand that. I know your ambitions do not lie in the warehouse, that like everybody in the whole wide world, you've had to make sacrifices. But Tom, life's not easy. It calls for Spartan endurance. There are so many things in my heart that I cannot describe to you. I never told you, but I loved your father.
I know that, Mother.
And you, when I see you taking after his way, staying out late, and well, you had been drinking the night you were in that terrifying condition. And Laura says that you hate the apartment and that you go out nights to get away from it. Is that true, Tom?
No. You say there's so much in your heart that you can't describe to me. That is true of me also. There is so much in my heart that I can't describe to you. So let's respect each other's...
But why? Why, Tom, are you always so restless? Where do you go to nights?
I go to the movies.
But why do you go to the movies so much, Tom?
I go to the movies because I like adventure.
But, Tom, you go to the movies entirely too much.
I like a lot of adventure.
Most young men find adventure in their careers.
Well, most young men are not employed in a warehouse.
It seems extremely peculiar that you wouldn't know your best friend was going to be married.
The warehouse is where I work. It's not where I know things about people.
You don't know things anywhere. You live in a dream. You manufacture illusions. Where are you going?
I'm going to the movies.
That's right. Now that you've had us make such fools of ourselves, the effort, the preparations, all the expense, the new floor lamp, the rug, the clothes for Laura, all for what? To entertain some other girl's fiancé. Go to the movies, go. Don't think about us. A mother deserted, a sister who's crippled and has no job. Don't let anything interfere with your selfish pleasure. Just go to the movies, go.
All right, I will. And the more you shout about my selfishness to me, the quicker I'll go. And I won't go to the movies.
Well, go then. Go to the moon, you selfish dreamer.
I didn't go to the moon. I went much further. For time is the longest distance between two places. I traveled a lot. The cities swept about me like dead leaves, leaves that were brightly colored but were torn away from the branches. I would have stopped, but I was pursued by something. It always came upon me unawares, taking me altogether by surprise. Perhaps it was a familiar bit of music. Perhaps it was only a piece of transparent glass. Perhaps I am walking along a street at night in some strange city before I have found companions. I pass the lighted window of a shop where perfume is sold. The window is filled with pieces of colored glass. Tiny transparent bottles, delicate colors like bits of a shattered rainbow. Then all at once, my sister touches my shoulder. I turn around and I look into her eyes. Oh, Laura, Laura, I tried to leave you behind me, but I am more faithful than I intended to be. I reach for a cigarette, I cross the street, I run into the movies or a bar, I buy a drink, I speak to the nearest stranger, anything that can blow your candles out, for nowadays the world is lit by lightning. Blow out your candles, Laura. And so, goodbye.